Will we open Anwr for oil and gas exploration? That question is on everyone's mind these days, and we do mean everyone. Kelly White is a third grader at Baxter Elementary School in Anchorage. This year, as a school project, she joined the ranks of Gallup, Roper, and USA Today. She asked Alaskans what they think of Anwr. Senator Murkowski spoke with Kelly and her dad, Ed White, at their home in Anchorage.
Tell me, Kelly, you had a friend help you with it, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Who is your friend?
Her name's Melissa May.
Melissa May. I see. Now, when you started out at the shopping centers, and what was the question that you asked, Melissa?
I am doing a science project on the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge. I would like to know if the oil drillers can look for oil on the refuge and protect the place where the caribou have their calves.
Well, and you asked how many people that question?
100.
You asked 100 people the question. And I have your tabulated answers here, and it's surprising to note that, I guess what, tell us how many thought that we should go ahead and allow exploration in Anwr.
69.
69 said we should go ahead and that we could do it and still take care of the caribou as well. Is that right?
Yes.
And how many were opposed to it?
31.
31. Well, now, what do you think? I am looking at your paper here, and you said that it was your opinion when you started out that, and I'm quoting you, that the oil drillers could not protect the place where the caribou have their calves and look for oil in the refuge. As a consequence of your poll, what do you think now?
Well, more of the people thought that they could, but 39 of them said, 30 through 39 said they could not.
Yeah. So evidently, most of the people feel that drilling can be done in a manner that protects the caribou and their calves. Is that your conclusion?
Yes.
Now, you also went a little further than a lot of polls do. You asked how long people had lived in Alaska. And it's my understanding that you said 45% of the people who lived here shorter than 5 years said no, they didn't think that they could explore and still keep the caribou and the calves. And then I guess the people who lived in Alaska longer felt that the caribou and the calves could be protected. Is that right?
Yes.
Well, tell me, are you going to do another poll?
I don't think so.
Well, you know, we've seen some polls that have been done by some of the professional pollsters, and we think yours is as complete as any we've seen. Let me talk to your father for a minute. Ed, how did you help your daughter with this remarkable poll that not too many third graders would grasp?
Well, it was a science project for her school, so it was there was very little that I could do. The school said they gave us some instructions on what we could and couldn't do. Like I drove her over to Northway Mall and just stayed back there while Melissa asked the people the questions, and then when she had the answers, I tabulated them on a computer so that she could work with the data in pretty good order there instead of just the handwritten things the way it were. But other than that, in buying the white cardboard that she used to display it at the school, that was the only help that I gave her. And that was all really that I could under the science project thing with the Anchorage School District.
Well, Ed, you certainly gave her some encouragement. And well, what we want to do is we want to tell the Alaska listening audience that if anybody's interested in this poll, we'd be happy to give it to them, and I'm sure that Kelly would share the results with them too. We've got it here in Washington, and out of 100 people, you said 69 said yes, the oil drillers can protect the place, the caribou have their calves, and 31 people said no, and we've also got the information relative to how long they lived in Alaska and whether they're employed by the oil companies. Last question. Why did you pick Anwr as your topic?
Well, because it was popular on the TV and in the newspaper, and I wanted to learn about it.
Well, it was popular on the TV and the newspaper, and you wanted to learn about it, and it's sure popular back here. We've held 4 hearings, Kelly, on it, and they lasted about 4 or 5 hours each. Kelly White, if you want any further information, I can probably send you more on Anwr than you even want to know.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Kelly White is a third grader from Baxter Elementary School in Anchorage. This is Richard.